Welcome to Troy's Outdoor Pursuits and Projects. In this video, we'll follow my son Blaine on his first year hunting blacktail deer with a muzzleloader in the B zone of Northern California. He's already taken a buck with a bow and hunted a few days with a rifle to fill his second tag. But the last couple weeks of the season, he gets serious, violates his wife's trust, and transitions over to full-on muzzleloading black powder. Let's do it.
I'm on a day hunt today. To make things more exciting, I'm using a muzzleloader. And I don't know if my wife approves of this because she wants me to bring home meat. And this morning when I left, she said, "What gun are you taking?" I told her I'm taking my rifle because she doesn't want me to use a muzzleloader. But got the 30-30 right there. It's not the 30-06, but if I need to, that's my long range gun. So we'll see what happens. It's pretty. I have some big bucks on camera in this area. And I'm gonna do a little more exploring today because I found some stuff on the map. Just checked one of my cameras, the big 4-point. He's been here a few days ago, 3 days ago, at night here. And there's also a big 5x5. This is a neat area. It's a BLM land, and it hasn't been harvested for a really long time. I've already kind of dropped more elevation than I needed to, or I shouldn't say wanted to, but I need to cut back across this mountain because I'm elevation below the oak flat. So I need to, just parallel across through here, which is kind of gonna suck because it's super steep. Just got to the creek. There's a nice little trail here. There's tracks coming down the trail here. Whether or not there's a buck on them, I don't know. This just caught my eye. So, wonder how old those are. I definitely found evidence of people. There's a can dump here, and I found a gun. Check it out. I think it's a BB gun. You can see the site right there. That's an old cabin site. There was actually a vehicle there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. It's been a minute since I recorded. I kind of took a little lunch break and ate some food and found a really good trail. Found a bunch of track. I actually thought I smelled bucks, but I know they're here. Check it out. Got me an antler. Wandering back through the forest. Man, I'm seeing tracks and some good tracks. I just haven't seen a deer. I have been defeated. I saw 0 deer on that hike. That was a pretty good hike from daylight till 1 o'clock. Saw tracks, saw trails, saw scat. No deer though. Anyhow, I think that's all for today since that was my cool hunt and the rest will just be driving around the woods. I'm off on another hike. See if I can find one in this brush patch. So walking through this limestone outcrop and see where this bear just tore apart this beehive. Trying to get in there. There's still a couple bees in there flying around, crawling out, but I think he got most of them. This spot is a hard place to hunt for rifle season. That is for dang sure. Deer are kind of locked down right now. Bedded up. Hard to find. Anyhow, I'm just kind of exploring. learning as much as I can about the area. Trying to find my way through this brush. Trying to access a little spring I found, or what looks to be a spring on a map. So I see some grapevines. That's always a sign of wetness. So I did all that tunneling to get to this little oasis. Little tiny patch of green. It's definitely wet. I would show the gun that I'm using. It's obviously it's a 54 caliber muzzleloader that my grandpa recently gave to me. Big old bore. It's a Ethan Allen percussion cap. So you got your hammer, your set trigger, your main trigger, and shooting a round ball. Pretty cool gun. It's got a peep sight with a regular front sight raised. It's a lot of fun to shoot, and I'm pretty accurate. I'd say at about 75 yards. I honestly haven't shot it past that, but I don't think it'll be. It's a foggy, wet morning. Fresh tracks. Going down that way. This is like the third bed I've found like this. There's tracks all over this hill. Haven't seen a deer yet though. Yeah, I just got a buck. Holy smokes. Muzzleloader. I just dropped him. 109 yards. I was just walking down the ridge and I just looked out and I saw him. I'm gonna reload. I see him moving and oh man. That was cool. I can't believe that happened. I've been hunting with this thing for quite a bit and getting a little bit discouraged. Wished I shot a little 3-point from the road the other day, but that's just not how I wanted to do it. My grandpa gave me this gun and I know how he hunts. He's always hunted, you know, you got to be on foot, you got to work for him. So that's what I've always wanted to do with this thing. The old percussion cap muzzleloader. Really cool. I can't believe this happened. Oh, so neat. Much less that he's 109 yards. What a nice buck. What a nice buck. Oh man. Really cool. Well, there's my buck. My first muzzleloader buck. Oh, that's so dang cool. Look at the neck on him. That is a good buck. 4x3. That was about an hour-long hunt. 11 o'clock, and he's up feeding on a ridge. Dang, how cool. I went to the gun store, Old West, and I told the guy that I was going to hunt with a muzzleloader this year, and my grandpa gave me one. I said, yeah, I hope to kill something under 100, and he said, haha, more like 50. And so take that, Old West guy. That was funny. I've been shooting 100 yards with this and doing pretty dang good. All right, here's my 2025 second deer tag filled with a patch and ball percussion cap muzzleloader given to me by my grandpa Ken. 50 to 60 years. He built it out of a kit, and he gave it to me last year. And I didn't shoot it last year, but I got into it this year, and I've been, or just at least shooting it, 2 to 10 shots on an outing. If I'm just, find myself out and want to take a break, I'll just shoot it, set up a target, or look at a rock or whatever. But yeah, I've been shooting up to 100 yards, and 100 yards is about 3 inches low, so he was 109, so I aimed about 5 inches high, and yeah, everything worked. The percussion cap went off. The powder, it was a quick shot. There was no hang fire, and I was actually able to see him drop. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, more excited than I have been in a while shooting a deer, even with a bow. Or the last time I remember getting that excited, I don't know, I shot a big elk, and that was really cool. Last year's buck that was a big one too, though. That was pretty excited on that one. But yeah, this is just really cool to use a weapon, old weapon, and go primitive. Everybody else is buying these long range rifles that can shoot 1,000 yards, and here I am. So pretty excited, and a nice buck. A lot of meat on him, big old legs. That's what I like. I don't like shooting little bucks. My wife always just tells me, just shoot one. And I'm like, no, it's got to be the right one. And she knows that's what I'm going to do. And she's been calling this gun my Revolutionary War gun. She calls it the Rev. So she said this morning, are you going to take your rifle today? Like, meaning my 30-06. I said, nope, taking the muzzleloader. She just sighed. But guess what, honey? It shoots deer, and it works.